Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Hello everyone, not gonna lie, it definitely took some time before we can actually jump into the game, but we're finally here. We can finally see Aster go up against EHOME here on our very first map of the best of 3 series. It is going to be Inferno. So let's get it on, shall we? Of course it is Aster starting things off here on the CD side, EHOME here on the T side. We're probably going to be seeing the EHOME players going for some early banana control. At least some of the players are towards the lower part of banana. And in fact, even some of the EHOME players were hoping to witness some sort of aggression here from the Aster guys. You can see that we still have Marek here in the ramp area. The other guys just sticking there towards second mid. Not really committing to one of the bomb sites just yet, as EHOME still have a decent amount of time left on the clock. However, this is about time to begin taking over some map presence here towards banana, as we can see. Looks like Insanity might just be the first one to take the bullets here from Mao. They're going to have to be quite careful in their approach. They still have the smoke grenade, the flashes, and the Molotov to work with. So when they're going to be entering the bomb site here, EHOME, they'll be plenty with utility. But that's the interesting thing. They still have a player there in the apartment, so I think this has all been an elaborate fake. For now, as the kill is working out here for EHOME, it is looking quite good for them. But oh no, the bomb! The bomb has been dropped here in the apartments. It has to be recovered here by Fierce. And that's the thing, though. They have B-side control. They don't even have to go for the A side. So yes, if you're EHOME, you're just going to have to regroup, hit this B-bomb site, keep things safe and easy. But there is a massive gap, though. I mean, look at this. 8-1-3 in a position where he can do some serious damage here with the ESP. Long-range shots coming in. It does not deal the damage on the second guy, though. And it's still going to be plenty of time for EHOME to plant the bomb. And Aster now on the retake. Marek holding the angle, hoping to spot out the player here. It doesn't look like he has been spotted out, though. Good shot from Marek. This means that it's up to undercover and 8.3. Good shot from Fierce, and now it's Lonesome undercover, and he goes down with the one tap. That's going to be the first round here for EHOME. Good way to start things off. I mean, it was a pretty impressive way they began the piss around. I really enjoyed it. But I mean, once I saw the bomb being dropped, I was thinking, right, this has took a dive for the worst, but it does work out in the end. So I guess it's not too bad here for the likes of EHOME. Anyhow, the investment has come through for both these teams, as we can see. It is going to be the UMPs, the SMGs here for EHOME. But Aster got something to work with here, and that is the 4-spot UMPs. Deagles, Max 7 here for Mao. Very powerful weapon in the short-range engagements, but oh no, Mao. He gets caught out while he's jumping. And now the EHOME players, as we can see, they have slowed down the pace quite a bit. After the initial engagement towards banana, they're still going for some of these individual fights. There's Destroyer picking up a kill of his own. And by this point, I would presume EHOME just going to hit this B-bomb site. That's where they found the first 2 kills. They pick him up, they head on over towards B, and the round is kind of over by this point. We can see that the Aster players, all of them are clumped up here towards the A side. And I'm not sure they're going to be thinking about a retake at this point. Their best bet would be to try and save those weapons they have here. And that seems to be the name of the game. A13, holding the angle of the scout. I would probably advise him to retreat from this area, as he is going to be overwhelmed by the players here. In fact, the guys that are saving in the pit, they're not in the best position right now. It looks like they are going to be shut down. In fact, Dream isn't really in the pit. He is, in fact, here on the balcony, and he's going to get taken down. 2-0 here for EHOME. they eliminate every single player, and I agree, that was total domination from EHOME, as they don't lose a single player in the anti-eco, and they're able to eliminate all of the Aster players, making sure that this round will be a full eco. Investing here would be a fool's game for Aster, so yes, definitely go for the eco here. You have those P250s to work with here, USPs as well. Not too shabby, all things considering. If it would be a full eco, then you would see the 5 USPs come out, but as we know, P250s can be quite a powerful adversary, so there's a possibility for Aster not necessarily to win the round, even though there is a slim chance. There is a possibility to do damage. That is the one thing you're looking forward to if you are the Aster side. But I do like this from EHOME right now. They realize one simple thing. They have the superior weaponry coming into a round like this, so they're not aggressing just yet. They're being very careful, very methodical in their approach. Right now we have a player like Destroyer clearing things out in middle. We also have Insanity here. He does pull off one shot with the MAC-10, goes in for the second one, and he might just clear out the whole bomb site by his lonesome. There's a player right in front of him, and he pulls it off. So that is a great setup here from EHOME. They allow one of the players here with the MAC-10 to roam around the B side. He was able to pick up free kills and pretty much eliminate the players stacking on the side. And this is the great approach. I'm never a big fan when teams actually think that, okay, this is an easy round, we can win, just group up and hit one of the bomb sites. No. You want to try to acquire some map presence before committing to one of the sites. Otherwise, you could be running into a fatal stack. And for now, it's another clean round here for EHOME. Yes, they end up losing 1 player, but that player was only with the MAC-10, and he got bonus money. What, $1,800? Yeah, by getting those kills with the MAC-10. So overall, not a bad round here for EHOME. And they're going to stick to the MPs and the MAC-10. So this is an interesting purchase. I guess one of the ways to look at it, maybe they're hoping that the Aster side, all of the players won't have Kevlars, which is true. Rickmeister doesn't have Kevlar in his possession. And because of it, something like a UMP, a MAC-10 can be quite a powerful weapon in that position. But one thing that also allows the SMGs is the movement speed. Look at how fast they're moving up the A bomb site lamplight. That is quite an aggressive play, not gonna lie, and we do see a lot of trees going on here at the site. 813. Gotta be quite careful about his positioning, and even though EHOME, they do take over the bomb site, you can see that the players are quite low in HP. Look at all that utility being thrown out. They want to make sure no one's gonna come in from that position, but from short, there's already a player there. And we do see a pretty hectic retake here from Aster. So far, so good here for EHOME. It is going to be Marek to plant the bomb, and Rick and 813. They're still in a pretty fine position to go for the retake. It's possible. The problem is, though, they must be very quick about this one. They don't have the defuse kits to work with, and they still want to find some of these engagements, and we can see that EHOME, they have some great angles to hold. A crossfire set up towards short. Going to deter 813 from pushing any forward, and yes, that is going to be the round here for EHOME. A very aggressive push there on the A bomb side. Really like the way they use their SMGs in a round like that. They realize the SMGs allow us to be very maneuverable and very fast in their approach, and that's what they used. And now, coming into this round, they have, again, reset the economy for Aster. So there's a possibility, again, for the likes of EHOME to invest pardon me, to invest into the SMGs. But as we see, no, it's going to be back into rifles. Rick has got to be quite careful in his position. Now he does have his teammates backing him up, or shall I say singular teammate. Flash rings in. He goes for the peek. Good shot on Insanity. He tries to recover the rifle, though. That's a bit more trickier. And we can see that Dream, if he picks up this kill, which he does, this means that EHOME in a pretty horrible position right now. Look at this. 813 picks up a kill as well. And this round is just falling apart here for EHOME. It's still quite doable. If they're going to go for the commitment here on the B bomb city, they eliminate both of these players. He can still get it done, but it's not an easy cookie. Look at this. They started out with pistols, and now all of the Aster players have got rifles to work with. They do have the story here on the side, but not sure what happened there. Some lack of team coordination, I'd like to say. And that is going to be Aster picking up the round. An impressive round to pick up. I'll say this, though. The Deagles definitely did most of the work. But if that's going to allow them to secure the victory, why not? Why not? Aster. Yeah, those are not great odds here for the Aster side, but understandable, I mean. It is still the first half here in the game. So for them to win the whole best of 3 is no easy cookie against the favorites of EHOME. They will try, of course. And this still being the first half, we can see, wow, that's a lot of utility usage in Banana. Quite peculiar. From both sides, in fact. You see the nades being thrown out. Flash running in. Ooh, even Sandy wasn't ready for that peek. He was thinking about throwing down the flash, but there are the kills. And that's the important bit for EHOME. As they eliminate the B-side defenders, they can very easily commit to the side take, but there's Fierce to take down Dream. This makes things a bit more difficult. Oh yes, this makes things a bit more difficult for Aster. As we saw the 2 players rotate away towards the B-side, thinking it is a B-side commitment. But as Fierce eliminates the rotator, now they have a free bomb site. And they've taken it in good valor. EHOME, another round of the books. For Aster, though, I would presume. Yeah, it's pretty much, it has to be an eco. And it's quite important to save these 2 weapons. If they do save the 2 weapons, for sure, next round will be a force buy. If they don't, however, I don't know, really. Will they think about investing? Definitely a possibility by this point, as they will have racked up some money. We can see now the T's ever so surely inching their way towards the bomb site, hoping to find some of these kills. And now Lonesome undercover. Well, he's going to have to hide himself. Oh, good shot coming in. Nice shot from undercover. That's going to allow him to save the AK-47. And most importantly, it's going to allow Aster to make the purchase happen. And it's going to be a solid one at that. Look at this. Ogs coming into play. A double up setup. So much utility here for Aster. So yes, this is a good-looking purchase here for the Aster side. Impressive, to say the least. Grenades being thrown down. Molotovs as well. Some early banana presence here from Aster. But I'm not sure if they're thinking about committing just yet. With the smoke being thrown out in lower banana, that seems to be the right call to make. If you're Aster, you can begin holding some of these more aggressive angles, but we saw that last time around, they were punished as the players did push on through the smoke. And this time around, they're going to make sure to play it a bit more safe. In fact, very passive setup here at the B-bomb site. In the middle, however, things are a little bit different. We have Undercover and his teammate Rick holding the angles here. Insanity. Good shot coming in on Rick. That deals extra damage on the upper. Undercover finds the kill here on Lamplight. The apartment's push is successful. That also gives them information that there possibly could be more players coming in on the A side, but it's not happening right now. It is a B side commitment. Marek picks up the kill. Marek goes for the second one. Puts his team in a somewhat more winnable position. At the very least, they can plant the bomb, but as he says, so 8-13 gets the kill, and Marek goes for more. Now, there's definitely going to be a lot more players coming in from CT Marek. But this is a good opportunity as any to punch in the numbers and plant the bomb. However, he doesn't have to commit just yet. He has time on his side. 15 seconds to be exact. But once the CTs hear the final... Oh, are they going to move? 10 seconds. Interesting choice. The Aster players play that one very well, I must admit. They themselves realized the simple nature of that round. As that with 20 seconds remaining, and that EHOME having so much money to work with, there's a chance that player is not going to commit to the bomb plant just yet. And that was exactly the case. We saw that the player from EHOME was faking it out a couple of times, and I was actually hoping at the 10-second mark that he will commit, but no, that wasn't the case. He went out for the straight-up aim duel. That's the problem. Aster had 2 players there in the CT spawn. A damage. Scuffs destroyer there, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Flash is raining in. Doesn't seem to be a commitment just yet from the EHOME players, and that is quite understandable. It is, however, going to be a situation in which Aster are again playing on a very passive setup, even in a more defensive setup than last time, because we saw the mid players from Aster at the very least holding middle. And now they're just pulling it passively towards the side itself. However, Dream throwing down the flash for his teammates. He is going in for the peak. But it doesn't find a single player just yet. "35 seconds remaining on the clock. We do see the EHOME players throwing down some of that utility towards that A-bomb side. This might prompt a rotate from Aster, but no, the CT's on B, still holding their ground, but with 25 seconds remaining, I think they realize what's going on here. Marek picks up the kill. Both the players are stuck there in the bomb site. Not the best position for them to be in, and they get absolutely destroyed by Marek and Fierce. Fierce going to town right now, picks up 2, and I think if you're Rick, you're going to have to save that M4 of yours. There's really no other way of saying it. He just has to save that M4. Because his teammates are in a pretty detrimental economical position. It is going to have to be a save. What else can he do? Rick, does he hear the footsteps? I think so, but he's still not ready for Lamplight. Another clean round here for EHOME. They don't lose even a single player there against the full rifle investment from Aster. And with that being said, we can see that has left a dent on the economy of the CTs. They're going to have to go for another partial investment, I'd like to say, because some of these players are sitting at around $3,000, $2,000, undercover even at 4,400. So there is a possibility that these guys will just, invest in some of those upgraded pistols, some Kevlar as well. So that is quite a reasonable position. A stack of nades. Don't do a lot of damage, to be honest. I actually thought the nades will do way more damage on the 2 players holding right behind the wall, but that's clearly not the case. And Destroyer, oh, he was close at actually getting the player there. But Rick gets the timing. He will be to evade the bullets for now, as it looks like the EHOME players will probably commit to this B-side hit. As where the majority of the players are stationed at, Insanity, slowly but surely, shifting his way towards the side, and 813 picks up a kill. But that's gonna be the only kill here for the Aster roster, and it's gonna be still 7 rounds for EHOME. As far as terrorist sites are concerned, this is not a bad half here for EHOME. I mean, 7 rounds on the T side of Inferno is a pretty good scoreline, especially knowing that there has been only, let's see. Only the 2 rounds picked up here by Aster, so that's not a lot. And of course, we still have 7. Not 7. We still have. Let me do the maths, guys. Yeah, 6 more rounds to be played. So there is a possibility for the Aster roster to bounce back, of course. They can definitely do it on the CT side of Inferno if they begin, let's say, with this gun round here. But if not, I definitely see a world of possibilities where EHOME will begin to run away with this first half. And thus far as first halves are concerned, Inferno, it's quite good. 813 though being flashed away from middle. He's going to have to take more of a passive angle. And with all that exchange in middle, it's still no man's land. Nor the CTs nor the Ts seem to be too hyper-focused on middle. But it's banana control again from EHOME. But has been superb these last couple of rounds. Aster are not even considering holding banana. They realize they've been punished. more often than not when they've gone for the banana control. In middle, though, A13 pops the smoke. 40 seconds remaining, and we can see that the Aster players don't have a lot of information, in fact, any whatsoever. And they're going to have to count on their gut. And as we do right now, see 2 players in CT from Aster, only the one defender on the B side, means that the A side is very vulnerable. And as Dream comes into the apartments, he finds the kill. So does A13. But Dream's position is great. He can find the necessary kills here. And he finds it on Destroyer. A13 and Dream. Great hold on the A bomb side. That's going to allow Aster to pick up their 3rd round. And most importantly, possibility to maybe even get a 2nd consecutive round of the board. Because we can see the ops coming into play. 2 AK-47s here for Aster and 1 AUG. In terms of investment, that's a solid one for Aster. Obviously, it really came down to Dream having a good hold in the apartments. I think if Dream gets taken down in the apps, you then have only 1 defender on the side, which makes things that more difficult. Marek, though, gets the refrag on Mr. Mao. And Marek picks that up again. I'm not sure why Rick goes for that play. That was way too aggressive. The operates out of the equation, and we're in a 4 versus 3. Destroyer. Oh, he sees the player there, and he does have a Marek to back him up. Right now, with whole minute remaining, undercover is the whole world of problems. That's going to be fierce to pick up the kill. EHOME not in the best position. Pardon me, they're in the best position right now to secure the round. As A13, they're just going to have to go for the save, I'd like to say. Come on, buddy. Attempting the 1 versus 3 retake is a difficult task, even for some of the best players out there, but if you're going to be given frags like that, I mean, there's now a possibility. It's a 1 versus 2. The Lamplight and Fierce, they are in a pretty fine position to secure this one. Both of the players sitting in banana, both of them not revealing their current position, so it should be enough for EHOME to secure the round. Is, yeah, A13. Gonna have to back away. An op recovered here for Fierce. You saw the Destroyer did a fine job with that sniper rifle of his. So yeah, for sure, it does make a lot of sense to pick up the AWP. And I would also presume it's going to go in the hands of Destroyer. Yes, there we go. Yeah, some money issues here for the Aster side, but it's not a full-on reset, as thanks to the new changes to the CSGO economy, they can still make the purchase happen. That's the good thing. And a pretty beefy purchase, all things considering. A13 still has the sniper rifle. The other players sticking with their weaponry. A bit of a lack of utility. That might be the one problem here for Aster. The chink in their armor. But EHOME going to change up the pace. Interesting way to approach this round. That is going to be Dream picking up one of these kills, but now he needs the backup for his own teammates. He jumps down back at the pit area. Good shot from Dream. They don't check him with the pick. That's a big mistake. And that's going to allow him to pick up even 3 kills in total. Good shot from Dream. And now this puts their Aster roster in a very winnable position. In a 3 versus 2, they can still pull it off. Couple players coming in for short. One of the players still in long. The 2 EHOME players are on the side. Not the best positions for them. But Marek, oh, I think he might just see the player there. He sees the glimpse of him, and that's enough to get the kill. One more player coming in for default. That's going to be Mr. Mount to come out on top, and 8-13. That is going to be a round here for Aster to pick up the 4th round, pretty much thanks to the hold of Dream. Now, if I recall correctly, the 2 rounds, yeah, Aster was able to win. We're on the back of Dream having a significant hold. Without Dream, finding the kill in the apartments, jumping down to the pit area and picking up 2. I think that's another round for EHOME. Clearly another round for EHOME. But there was some miscommunication there from the likes of EHOME. They thought that the guy in pit is dead. And we already saw a couple of the team players are rushing their way towards the bomb side, not really considering about pit, and that was a big mistake. Destroyer Had the good timing to land the kill, but obviously landing a shot when the player is jumping is quite difficult. A13 holding the tight angle of the apartments. This could allow him to pick up the first kill. Oh no! But it sticks out way too much. That's going to allow Fierce coming in from Boiler to secure that kill. That is a nice way to do it. Very good approach there from EHOME. Dream, like, he's been splitted so far. He picks up another kill on the A-bomb side. I would probably prefer going towards the B side if you're EHOME. Clearly Dream has been quite the nuisance here for the T side. And Dream goes in for more. Look at this. He's playing aggressive with the apartments. He picks up a second kill. He does have undercover, watching his short. So now I have to wonder, if you're EHOME, do you really want to commit to this bomb side? The answer is yes. Marek spots out Dream here in the cemetery. And of course, undercover's there to pick up the kill. Dream as well. Now it's down to Insanity, the lonesome player here. And again, a splendid hole here from Aster. It's Dream to pick up 3 kills. Undercover with 2. And I think this is, yes, this is, if not the first instance of EHOME resetting the economy. That's a problem. That's a problem right now for the T side. This is a position where Aster should be able to pick up the 6th round. So from what was a pretty dire situation for Aster, it was a 7-2 scoreline. Has now become 8-5, and possibly even 8-6 after this round is over. Undercover, not a big fan of this aggressive play, as he could get very easily overwhelmed, but he does pick up the kill. Does lose only a sliver of health, so it's not that big of a deal. Here, Dream picking up a couple. And he's feeling confident. He's going for more. He picks up the 3rd guy here in 2nd mid, and that's going to be the 6th round here for Aster. A very clean round, as the CT side don't even lose a single player. So we're pretty much at the end of the first half, as we can see the EHOME players do pull off one more beefy looking investment. And after this one, it is going to be it here for the first half. And with EHOME having 8 rounds to the terrorist side to work with, that's definitely not a bad scoreline. For Aster, if they do get the 7, that is also quite doable. And that's a horrible start for Aster. Rick gets found out for the smoking banana. Fierce will punish A13 at the apartments. And already a 5 versus free, but that's undercovered in the apartments. You have to contest with Fierce. Mr. Mao, this is an uncommon angle. From the sandbags, he takes down 1, leaves Marek on very low HP, and Dream is changed up his position. He's now here on the B side. He could be the difference maker. He does pick up the first one, and now they know. They know the last positioning of the CT was in the apartments. So if you're EHOME, Destroyer and Lamplight, you head on over towards the B side, punch in the numbers, and wait. You wait for the player to come towards that B side. He's definitely going to attempt the retake. This is the last round of the first half. I'll talk towards Banana. That's going to put Undercover in a pretty difficult position. He is the one coming in from this angle. He's 2nd Molotov as well. So yes, Undercover is having a very difficult time here. And it looks like EHOME even know that he's coming here from Banana. Destroyer's going to peek from Coffins. And that's it. 9 rounds here for EHOME. And only 6 for the Aster players. Definitely not the best possible scoreline. But realizing how they were down 7-2, there was a small resurgence. A small resurgence here for the CTs that allowed them to pick up the 6 rounds, and now they're going to have to focus entirely on this T side. Oh, a straight up push towards Manana from EHOME. That is a very aggressive setup, knowing the fact that there's still players in 2nd mid. They're going for the wraparound. They're going towards the B side here, EHOME. That is something I've never seen before. That is exciting stuff. But the problem is, as all 5 players have gone their way from middle towards banana, they've left the A site completely open, and that's where the 3 remaining Aster players are going to go to plant the bomb undercover. Playing in a very fine position, though. Ooh, that is interesting angle there from Marek. He goes down, fierce, hoping to win the gunfight. He succeeds, picks up 2. Now it's up against Dream as he pulls off the kill on one of the players. He is left in a 1 versus 2. He can still pull it off, but not any longer. Lamplight is there to secure the final kill, and that's going to be 10 rounds here for EHOME. That was a very unconventional way to play that round, if I'm being honest. A lot of times when you see a CT team going for the straight-up push towards top mid, first of all, it shows off that with such an aggressive play, you don't really care about the T's positioning. It shows off that you're feeling confident to go for such a play because as a CT, you're being the aggressor. And more often than not, when you do see a push like that, teams get shut down. And once they do, the round is over. But because EHOME was able to find a lot of success, they didn't stay around in middle. They decided to push all the way towards banana, wrap around from CT back towards the A side, and actually secure that round. It is going to be the Aster players, obviously on a partial investment, I guess you could say. They do have a couple of those P250s coming into play. Also some utility to work with, and because we have the majority of the players in apartments, I think it is going to be just a waterfall play on the side, hoping to find some kills, and even better, a bomb plant, so they can have themselves a proper investment with the AK-47s, but also some utility to work with as well. For now, it is a slaughter. They're not able to find a single kill, except for Mr. Mo. That is, yes, Lamplight with the last kill. That's going to be 11 rounds here for EHOME. No bomb plant for Aster, but it's still going to be enough for them to pick up those AK-47s. A decent amount of utility, in fact. Yeah, a decent amount of utility. Dream can actually... Oh, interesting. I actually thought Dream might go for an AWP pickup, as he had $5,500 in his possession. But it's just going to be the 5 AK-47s for Aster. Now, what do the 5 AK-47s bring to the play here on the T side of Inferno? Well, it gives you speed. If you do have an opera on your team, it's going to slow down the round quite a bit. But if you do have all 5 players on the AK-47s, we might see a bit of a faster play from Aster. But as of right now, it is the opposite. They're playing it quite safe, except for the guy in the apartments. He's clinching his way ever so closer towards the boiler room. So you might see some early engagements here from the middle area, it looks like. And a crossfire has been set up here by EHOME. Lamplight has the MP9 holding underneath the rooftop. And it is a commitment through the smoke. Good stuff coming in from Aster. They take over some mid-presence here. Unopposed, really. No one from the EHOME side even moving an inch. Not even the B-side defenders. They're still sticking to the ground. And there are 3 players here on the CT side defensive on that A-bomb side. But I wonder what's the game plan here for Aster. They have 4 players in middle. One of them, or shall I say the 5th guy, is still in banana. So is this going to be a B split? Something tells me it is. Flash is running over top archway. Good smoke coming in. With 30 seconds remaining, Aster going to have to hurry up here. There's only one player here, Marek, holding down the line. Good shot coming in from him. There's going to be a lot more players he has to find here, and Aster must hurry up here. 20 seconds remaining. This has to be commitment on the B bomb site. There's no two-way street about it. Marek though sees the players coming in. The smoke grenade falls a bit too late. Marek finds the timing and dares Sanity to come in with a kill of his own. 10 seconds remaining. Plenty of time for 813 to plant the bomb. He's not going to be contested just yet. Undercover from Nana. Finds the first one. Goes in for the second one. He gets it for the wall. And now it's all up to Lonesome Lamplight to attempt the clutch. 813, good positioning here. He spots out the player, and that's going to allow him to secure the round. 7 rounds here for Aster as he pull off I'd say an surprising victory, from being honest. I didn't think they will have that amount of success in a round like this. Maybe Insanity, the player that was on the B bomb side alongside Marek, I believe. I think you should have played a bit more passively. Once you find a kill on the player entering the site, I think you just have to wait for other of your teammates to come into play. Because if he survives, we're talking an E4 versus 2 retake scenario. That is a lot more doable for EHOME to win. At the same time, being undercover, picking up those 2 kills in Banana was also one way to seal the deal. Grenades and ooh, that damage being dealt in Banana. The 2 grenades are able to do significant damage to the players in the level Banana. Mr. Mao and Rick, barely an HP remaining. Four players remaining here from Aster. Or shall I say 4 of the players make their way towards Banana. That would be the appropriate description. And again, it's just going to come down to the 2 players holding the bomb site here from EHOME. They still have some utility remaining. As they do throw now, that's where the push is happening here from Aster. Marek pulls up a kill through the smoke. Marek again with the MP9. Finally, B13 gets a kill of his own, but meanwhile, the smoke of wall is impenetrable. A13 has whooped, puts himself in a very good position there. There's still Marek here on the side. He picks it up. 2 versus 2. A13 is able to pull it back, but oh no. Once the bomb plan does come in, Fierce coming in from Banana. Easy pickup at A13. That's going to be 12 rounds here for EHOME. And of course, if we take a look at the money situation here for Aster, it is quite poor. We can see that the players are just going to have to go for a Nico. Maybe even a partial investment, you could say. That's weird. They're force buying here. Now, of all the things, I did not expect to see a force buy because all of the players had around $3,000. If they would have saved, they could have very easily had a very good looking purchase on the 21st round. Now, because they've made for the purchase here, you have 2 MAC-10s, 2 CZs, Galil in the hands of Rick. I don't know, Aster, if that was the right play. Let's see how it goes. Sanity. The MP9 to work with. That is a very long-range engagement, though. Players now barreling their way for the apartments. That's a tight choke point, and they can get it done undercover in B13. They do pick up 2 kills apiece, but as we can see, Fierce, the player in the pit, holding things down here like a turret. B13. Wait, I kind of mixed it up. It is 813, but on my screen, the 8 looks like a B. So from time to time, I noticed that I kind of say it B13, not A13. So pardon me about that one, folks. I'm going to try to make things better and calling it 813. Or is this lead speak, I wonder? If it is lead speak, what is this? What does the 8 stand for in lead speak? The 1 is an I. The 3 can be an E. What is 8? Not so sure about that. What I am sure about is Destroyer's aggressive push here. He's pushed up all the way through middle towards Little Banana, and well, he's going to be backing away. We do see another aggressive push happening here. It is on the B Banana area. Fierce through the flames does spot out the player. He's got the kill. 813. Not gonna live another day. 14 rounds right now for EHOME. We can see that the Aster players finally they're able to pull off a purchase here. I mean, if they would have gone for a save a couple of rounds earlier, yes, that is when they would have the purchase here again on the 21st round. But here on this 22nd round, the good thing for Aster is that they do have the weaponry to work with. Yes, folks. They have the AK-47s. They have the utility. They can definitely pull off a round like this. I do want to see the game plan. What have they prepared for us here on Inferno? Molotov being thrown out. Destroyer picks up the first kill. This is a great opportunity for him. After picking up the kill, to just simply back away. Ooh, a double nade here on the corner. Destroyer backs away with his life intact. Now it's Rick going for the aggressive play. He actually He pretty much just drops the bomb right in front of the EHOME players. That was interesting way to go about it. Maybe that's one way to take the tension away from your players. They throw down the bomb. Amidst the confusion, you peek out, and you get the kill. How come anyone thought about this? Say you have a player on your shoulder. Yeah, say you have a bomb on your shoulders. Okay, I'll tell you my thoughts a bit later on here, but let's see this commitment here from Aster. At 40 seconds remaining, it's going to have to be hit on the B bomb site, I would presume. This is where the 4 players are stationed at. So I'm hoping to see a commitment here, but they still have 1 player going towards middle. I guess he's going to be the fake, but he's only 1 guy here, and he's going to get taken down. So now with 25 seconds remaining, Aster, they have to commit to one of the bomb sites. And they're choosing to go towards middle. They throw down a smoke there, EHOME. This is horrendous here for Aster. They're going to have to go for the safe here. They can't simply commit through the smoke. And yes, that is going to be another round here for EHOME. But yeah, what I was saying is, imagine you're a T player and you have the bomb with you. Say, you know, an Opera is holding the angle here on the B side through CT. What if you throw down the bomb right in front of you before peeking, the player shoots the bomb, and then you peek out as well? That's a 200 IQ play right there. Of course, the bomb is going to deter probably the Opera to go for a flick and actually firing off the shot. Or even better, imagine throwing the bomb right in front of you so that when you peek and the Opera shoots the bomb, it doesn't do a single point of damage to you. That's how CSGO works. Ricto, not the best position right now. He's pretty much stuck there in no man's land. He can't back away because there's flames right behind him, and he can't pursue pushing forward because the players are right in front of him. So yes, this round not looking too good here for Aster, but they have put themselves in a somewhat winnable 4 versus 3 Destroyer. Very quick on the flick. He stopped there for a moment to look at the kill feed and say, oh, I actually got that kill. Not bad. What's also not bad is that Aster are in a winnable position right now. There's only 1 player on the side. They eliminated him. And now this is a round for Aster. You have to pick this one up. Right now it's probably going to be their 8th round here. Unless EHOME's Sanity pulls off some sort of sick 1 versus 3, which is still possible. But I mean, yeah, it's quite difficult to say the least. 8th round here for Aster as they pick up their 2nd round here on the terrorist side of Inferno. Still, a pretty daunting scoreline, all things considering. To secure this map, first of all, they're going to have to pick up overtime. That's going to require for them to win 7 rounds in a row, and I'm not sure if I'm feeling that confident in the Aster T side. And I also think same goes for the people betting on this map. Yeah, I mean, we can see that the odds are pretty skewed here, understandably so. Not looking too good here for the EHOME side, because it looks like Aster are going to be hitting this A side, and if that is the case, there's only 2 defenders right now, so they can get very easily overwhelmed. And we can see that Aster pretty much unopposed here in middle. They were able to take full mid presence without a sweat, I'd like to say. And as they're going to make this push happen here, Mo picks up the first kill. There's going to be a lot more players coming in. The Fierce is holding the angle here from Cemetery. If they don't check him, that's a possibility for him to pick up the first kill. Good shot from him, but he has now revealed his position. There's Insanity coming in for the smoke. And yeah, if anyone needs backup, it is going to be the guys in the A site. The players here from Aster are fully committing to this push here. Undercover finds a kill. There's Fierce picking up a kill of his own. And Destroyer put up very winnable 1 versus 3. Destroyer peeking in with the op. Oh, he's going to get shut down by Undercover. As the T player finds the perfect timing on the flank. So yes, it is going to be 15 rounds here for EHOME. Nothing much has changed from their scoreline thing. But for Aster, they've won the 2 consecutive rounds right now. Most importantly, this upcoming round, it is going to be an eco here from EHOME, so there's a great chance that the Aster players can pick up double digits. A pretty slow round here from Aster, and understandably so. They're going up against a full eco here from EHOME, so they don't have to play this one too aggressive, I'd like to say. The approach has to be slow, it has to be methodical here from Aster. Before committing to one of the bomb sites, one of the things I'd prefer doing is obviously poking around the sides or different parts of the map. And for now, that's not really the case here for Aster. They tried to pull off a fake by throwing down the one smoke grenade on the A side, but as the smoke grenades went in here on the B side, it is the full rotation here from EHOME. That's Mr. Mao to pick up a kill on Destroyer. And as they do push up through the smoke, it is a pretty difficult scenario here for EHOME. Every single player drops dead. And that is 10 rounds here for Aster. 10 rounds being picked up here for the Aster side means that they are 5 rounds closer to overtime. Can they pull it off, though? I think it's possible. I mean, if they're going to keep up their streak as they do right now, there's a whole world of possibility that the Aster roster might pull this one off. We'll see if that's going to be the case. For now, it is the op coming into play here for 8-13. AK-47s as well for the Aster players. And it is going to be a kind of safe hold here from EHOME. No one really committing too aggressively. The guys there in Banana, they have thrown down the utility. But now it is going to be Insanity pushing through. He's going to make sure there's no one here in lower Banana. And he's going to be correct in noticing there's no one there. So that is some early map presence here for the EHOME players. For Aster, though, I wonder, are they going to consider fighting for some of that Banana presence? Or will they just consider going towards a different part of the map entirely? It is now going to be the EHOME players who have used up all of their utility here. They don't really have a lot of utility in this position. So now as the hit... Ooh, Rick, that's a pretty big Molotov to miss. Now it is going to be commitment here, the A-bomb. So we can see there's only 3 players remaining here from EHOME. Look at the Molotovs in the pit area, and look at Destroyer go. He picks up a kill through the smoke, so does Fierce. And the Aster players, they can still pull this one off. However, the players here from EHOME in some great positions. They have a player on the site. They have a player in the pit area. And Mao is going to pick up a guy in the library. Good shot from him. But they still have to contest with the 2 players on the site. There are 20 seconds remaining. They must go for this one. Undercover spinning around to get the headshot. That's the round here for Aster. There's no other way of putting it. Marek 77. Can't pull this one off. And I'm surprised how did Aster's undercover pull that one off. I don't understand. He goes for the wide peek on the guy in pit, alright. But there is still a player on the side. He should have been able to get that kill. But meanwhile, undercover, he shoots the pit guy. He spins around to get the kill on this guy on site. And that's it. That is the round here for Aster. And you know what? It is getting closer, ever so closer for Aster to pull off overtime. That is definitely a possibility. We now... Wait, let me think. Yeah, for Aster, they need to pick up 4 more rounds to secure overtime. And that's the thing, EHOME in a pretty difficult situation where they don't really have a lot of money to make a proper investment. So it's going to have to be an eco. If they lose this round, that's quite understandable. But they lose the second round right after this one, where they do have a proper investment. That's the biggest problem. That is the big issue, because Aster are just going to be 2 more rounds away from overtime. That's scary. 8-13 though. In a position to do some damage here. It's going to be Fierce picking up a kill, and so does Marek. So in terms of openings, that is great stuff here from EHOME. And look at this. They only had the Max 7 and the M4 to work with. Now they also have an AK-47 in the hands of Lamplight. So this being a 5 versus 3, it's definitely not easy here for Aster. Can they pull this one off, though? It's still quite possible, I mean. A whole minute and 10 seconds remaining. A team like Aster is still in a position to do some damage here, especially realizing that there's only 2 players on this A side from EHOME. And Aster seem to be going for the wraparound. But on the A side, it looks like they're going towards the B side, it looks like it. 50 seconds. Marek does have his teammate looking towards CT. So there is a possibility for EHOME to still pull this one off. Undercover. Spots up the player. Oh, that's some poor timing. And now it is going to be it here. 8:13 left in a 1 versus 4. Can he pull this one off? He's not even looking towards CT. And that's going to be the round here, folks. 16-11 in favor of EHOME. That is it for our first map. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our second map of the best of 3 series. It's looking quite exciting this far. And it's either going to be the conclusion or it is going to be the third map. So stay tuned as we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.